What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the hottest stories in the country. Oh man, it is Tuesday, April the 7th. I'm your host, Sana Harris, here with Ron Double 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
Yes, making it through the week, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We are making it through. These people have lost their minds, I think.
It's only Tuesday.
And it's only Tuesday.
Only Tuesday. Jeez Louise.
So much news to talk about. Have you guys been keeping up at all with just the developments every night, or is that just me?
Nah, I definitely do it every morning. Because at night, I try and get some sleep. I can't get some sleep.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? So every morning when I'm waking up, I'm trying to listen.
Yeah. No, it's honestly insane. So let's talk about what these people are up to. First of all, Trump says he's blowing up Iran tonight. And honestly, this is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life, because this is a president and he can for real do it. You know what I mean? It's one thing to like say something, another thing to actually have the capability to do it. And honestly, when he said it, I was like, maybe he's just talking in the news. But look at his post from this morning. He says, and you can see it here, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Has he lost his mind?
What? Whoa. A whole civilization?
That's what he said.
Like the whole country? What is going on here? That's a genocide, if any. That's a genocide that we're talking about here.
I don't know what he means by this, because technically what he could mean is just the regime, the Iranian regime, but he said the civilization, not the regime. And we know we're talking about hitting various places around the country, so that would impact a lot more than just the regime. But to go on, he says, I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. He says it is one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran.
Hold on. That sounds nuclear.
What time he doing this?
That sounds nuclear.
8 o'clock?
He put a time on it.
That's what I said. What time he doing it?
8 o'clock p.m.
Oh, so here time.
Eastern time. And I looked it up. I think they're like 7.5 hours ahead of us. So I'm pretty sure that's like 3 in the morning, sometime 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay. 8 o'clock. Crazy. I'm about to be on the stock market.
That's terrible.
I mean, look, when stuff like this happens, people start getting rich.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Exactly.
but you don't feel...
Oh, no, I feel terrible. No, I feel bad, but...
It sounds like you don't.
No, I feel terrible. I feel terrible.
Did you just look something up?
Well, I was basically trying to look up, like, historically, like, we have dropped a nuke on somebody before. And, like, did we give a warning before we did that to the people out there? And officially, it says there was an official warning before we actually did drop bombs back in 1945. Before the atomic bombs were dropped, the United States issued a public warning through postum declaration. So it was basically through paper. And they did basically let them know, like, hey, we're going to be dropping these.
At the same time, you could let me know that. What am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to go at a moment's notice? So that, I mean, all this, we let you guys know is insane. And honestly, this is actually him doubling down from what he said yesterday about it. So here's that quote.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen.
We are living in the end of times. We are living in the end of time. Y'all have ever read the book of Revelations? This is...
No, actually.
Okay, well, you better start reading, because this is what they say. There will be wars upon wars upon wars.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not saying, no man knows when Jesus is coming back. That's just facts. But, I mean, it's looking more and more clear every day. If you read Revelations, it's looking more and more clear every day.
And when you talk about wars on wars on wars, the Bible is set in the Middle East.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like for them, this low-key might be considered it playing out. You got Israel and Lebanon. I mean, you got a lot of fronts happening right now. To me, what he says sounds horrifying and like movie villain level evil almost. But it's hard to gauge, honestly, how Iranians feel about it, because we've heard from Iranians here in U.S. media saying that the people in Iran want this.
Exactly.
Trump himself is saying that he is still hearing from their people who want to get this regime out no matter what it looks like. And here's what he said on that.
They want us to keep bombing, even if it jeopardizes, because their life is in much greater danger. They want freedom for Iran. We've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing. Bombs that are dropping near their homes. Please keep bombing. Do it. And these are people that are living where the bombs are exploding. And when we leave and we're not hitting those areas, they're saying, please come back, come back, come back. These are the people.
I mean, I don't know, because I have literally heard from Iranians who were in U.S. media saying the same thing again. But I think a lot of them were saying it towards the beginning, before all this stuff, really was going down in the country. I think I have heard somebody recently kind of mimic some of the same things he just said, of just like, this regime sucks so much that we do just want, whatever to happen. But I've also seen Iranians who just think this is all insane and think that like, this is not what we wanted, that regime change should come from inside, that even if they kind of were going to welcome U.S. intervention, it's not supposed to just destroy the country and kill everybody. So, I mean...
Yeah. I wonder if he's getting his same intelligence from the people that's been telling him that we want to go to war with Iran. Is this the same people that you're getting your intelligence from? Because if that's the case, then you're wrong, brother, because nobody wants to be out there.
It's also kind of contradicting himself, because on one hand, he keeps saying he's already accomplished complete and total regime change. And then the other, he's saying, oh, people still want to get blown up to this day to get the regime out of there. So which one? It can't be both. So, I mean, obviously the Iranian people were never able to pull off another mass protest like the one that started all of this, because a lot of people were wondering, this whole thing started with a bunch of people, thousands of people getting killed in Iran by the government, as they say, because of them protesting the regime. And so I think a lot of people thought, well, surely when the U.S. and Israel come in to do this whole thing, like they'll be able to do that again, but they haven't. And a lot of people say that's probably because they don't have guns, even though I would kind of argue they didn't have guns at the beginning of the year either. So I don't really know what the difference is. But Trump did say he tried to arm the Iranian people so they could rise up, but the U.S. got played. He says the guns were stolen. Look at this.
They don't have guns. We sent some guns, but the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs. You know what happened? The people that they sent them to kept them because they said, what a beautiful gun, I think I'll keep it. So I'm very upset with a certain group of people, and they're going to pay a big price for that. But the Iranian people will fight back as soon as they know they're not going to be shot and as soon as they can get weapons.
I'm sorry. They should have fired that band.
Wait, which one?
The band in the
Oh,
back.
the band?
The band in the back. They should have fired. I don't know why they even hired them. That was terrible. But anyway, I'm sorry.
I thought it was, God was like, man, this is such an odd thing to be talking about with such great music behind.
The band should have been fired.
I like a good little Stevie Wonder.
No, Stevie Wonder's great, but never mind. I'm sorry. You know the way my mind works. I be thinking about other stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So a couple days ago, he told a Fox News reporter it was the Kurds. Remember when I kind of brought up the Kurds a little bit ago? It was that group that hates the Iranian regime, and they thought maybe we arm them and have them go in and storm through and overthrow the government. But then that whole thing fell like out of nowhere, really. I mean, I don't even know what even happened with that, because the Kurds have been involved with this kind of thing over the years, and they keep getting screwed. Like if they were to get involved, they would be thinking like, are we going to get screwed again? And then ultimately it didn't happen. So it seems like the U.S. allegedly tried to give them guns, allegedly through the Kurds, and the Kurds just kept them.
Interesting.
That's what he says. So, I mean, I don't know, man. And at this point, again, if we're saying that the Iranian people are willing to protest in mass because of the economic issues, but not protest in mass because their country is getting bombed to smithereens and this regime is responsible for it. I mean, that's what it's kind of hard for me to kind of like reconcile in myself, because it's like you would think that you would seize the moment. Like there was a threat of getting killed before, and people did get killed before, and there's a threat now, but the circumstances have gotten so much worse. So if there was a time to put your life on the line, literally, and get killed doing something to throw this regime out, it'd be now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly before the bridges all get blown up and the infrastructure gets blown up.
He talked about that not too long. I mean, in that press conference also, he was basically saying, the people there are brave. And then he started talking about how we're also brave, but like, it's kind of hard for them to actually come out and do things. But I get what he's saying. I get that it's tough for people to come out, but if people are really this serious, they're already like you said, they're already seeing the bombs getting dropped on their civilization. You might as well. I mean, you have nothing else to lose.
People are already dead. Thousands of people have died in this conflict. Mind you, remember how they say 45,000, now the number's 45,000 people who have died in the protests in 2 days? They've been bombing these people to smithereens for weeks, and I think the number's around like 2,000. That's why I was looking at these numbers like, how could they have possibly killed 45,000 people? And that number came out of nowhere, because it was at 30. A couple days ago, it jumped, to 45,000, and that happened in 2 days. Whatever. So that's what happened. So says these people. But no matter what happens, Trump says America will be there to rebuild for them. So here's that.
We may even get involved with helping them rebuild their nation. And you know what? If that's the case, the last thing we want to do is start with power plants, which are among the most expensive thing, and bridges. It will take them 100 years to rebuild. Right now, if we left today, it would take them 20 years to rebuild their country, and it would never be as good as it was. And the only way they're going to be able to rebuild their country is to utilize the genius of the United States of America.
That's what they're saying.
So are we going to rebuild the same way we are planning to rebuild in Gaza? And I can't even say we are planning to do that. I mean, it was his board of peace that's doing it. Is that the people that's going to be rebuilding DT? Because if that's the case, I mean, are you going to involve the American people? Not only that, though, I don't want resorts being built out in Iran. Like, that is craziness. We just take these people out and then build resorts over them like they said they was going to do in Gaza. It's just wild to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is such a different almost set of circumstances because this is such a large country. Like, you'd almost have to rebuild it. Because I think in Gaza, what they did, I mean, large swaths of land were just totally battered to smithereens. And they really don't have the money to repair it. Technically, Iran might. Like, Iran might have some funding to say this is what we want to do. They clearly still have like a leadership structure in place. Gaza kind of doesn't really either. So, I mean, I think it's different here. They couldn't just, set up resorts, which would be crazy. But I think that, there's a lot of money that would exchange hands. Oh, yeah, let me build, give me this contract. Now a bunch of U.S. investors and U.S. contractors get to descend on Iran and just like build it back to what standard? That's what I'd be worried about. What standard are you guys going to build these people's stuff back up to?
True. I mean, if it's Donald Trump, he going to build it up to a good standard. I mean, let's not get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It is DT.
Well, if it was his property.
True.
If it was like a Trump Tower over there.
True.
Probably great. If it was just like the people's whatever, I don't know about that, but I guess we'll see. I will say Iran is telling their youth to form human chains around their power plants ahead of all this. So there was an Iranian official who called on youths, basically all young people, athletes, artists, students, university students, everybody, and their professors to go to their power plants and basically just be there. The vibe was they're our national assets. It's our capital. And, regardless of your taste or political viewpoint, these assets belong to the future of Iran and the children of Iran. So basically just make a symbolic statement, essentially. He's saying this is not like for actual defense, but just to show like, we out here. And they were supposed to be doing that at 2 p.m., which I think that should have happened already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their time. That should have, been happened. So I wonder, maybe somebody can look up, see if it happened. Look on X. X usually has videos. A lot of it's AI, but, maybe find something. But Iran has previously used people as human shields. A lot of these countries do the same thing. They'll like set up a base in a hotel or set up something, nearby a hospital and, use people. But yeah, man, the president of Iran posted on social media and he said over 14 million proud Iranians have up to this moment declared their readiness to sacrifice their lives in defense of Iran. I too have been, am, and will be a sacrificer for Iran. So to me, it does not seem like these people are giving up.
Nah, I don't at all. I respect him for even saying that he's down to die for this.
Yeah.
I respect that. Because I doubt Donald Trump is down to die for America. I doubt it. Let's keep it up.
That's a
Keep it
good
a
point.
buck.
But that's also what they've been saying that Ali did. He didn't want to leave the premises when he got bombed and, inevitably died in that bombing, that initial bombing.
Who, Ali?
Khomeini?
Oh, the supreme leader.
The supreme leader that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
passed away. Yeah, so they said that, well, at least the propaganda that they was pushing was he decided not to leave. He chose not to leave the place that they bombed. They knew it was coming, but he chose not to leave because he was like, I can't move all the rest of the people that's about to be killed around this area.
That's right.
So then, since I can't move them, I'm gonna stay with them. So this is bold, and if anything, I mean, it's great propaganda.
It is great propaganda.
It's great propaganda.
Especially because he has literally seen the other Iranian leadership die.
Yeah.
He's killed so many of his partners, for real. So it's very real for them out there. Also, their leadership has said that if their vital power plants and bridges get hit, dang near everybody in the Middle East allied with the U.S. and Israel are going to get it. News Nation reports they've threatened to hit an Israeli oil refinery in Haifa, an Exxon Mobil and Chevron gas facilities in UAE, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company petrochemical facilities, and petrochemical complexes in Bahrain and Kuwait. So we are all suffering if this happens, is what they say. Meanwhile, the IDF's account on X is already telling Iranians to stay away from trains. And I was like, who are you talking to? Because they don't really have the internet to be reaching the outside world like that. But at least they put it up there for show. Urgent warning to users and train passengers in the country of Iran. For the sake of your security, we kindly request that from this moment until, that should be 9 o'clock, I guess, Iran time, you refrain from using and traveling by train throughout Iran. Your presence on trains and near railway lines endangers your life. So imagine you use the trains and they blow up the trains. These people are not playing.
Ooh, this is a weird stalemate. I bet they're in a really weird position right now because it's like, if America does push that button first and we actually do take out all this stuff, how are you going to attack our bases if we take out everything, basically? I don't see how that's possible. If we're hitting the their bridges, if we're hitting everything else, I mean, if we do take out a whole civilization, basically, then they really lost. How can they fight back?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question because honestly, that might even be, now that you say that, it might even be part of the strategy. Because if you think about it, they have no clue, it seems like, how many missiles they really still have left. Because they've been saying for weeks ago they don't have any, and Israel's still getting battered to smithereens, and so is a bunch of other Middle Eastern countries out there. So they really don't know for real. Last I heard, it was like 50%. But if you could isolate the leadership in the IRGC in whatever grid they're in, because they can't cross the bridge, maybe you do knock out their ability to get to some of whatever missiles they have left.
And that's what I'm saying. So then if I was Iran, I would be thinking, should I just go ahead and strike first? But if you strike first, then that's going to be the excuse that we use to then hit them. So it's just like, they really, it is looking like checkmate, y'all.
That's how this whole thing started. Remember, we think they're going to strike first. So now we just got to go ahead and do it. So we've already seen how that whole narrative plays out, which is crazy. Now, I will say, they are still working on a deal. So there's a chance that this doesn't happen. From what I've seen, Iran has been saying they're not going to agree to a ceasefire at all. Either this permanently ends or this keeps going. But Axios at least is reporting that Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey are all trying to mediate this. They're trying to get a deal or they're trying to buy more time. And then a senior administration official here, according to that Axios reporting, said that if the president sees that a deal is coming together, he'll probably hold off on that, but he's the only one who can make that decision. And defense officials right now are kind of skeptical that there's going to be another extension because, like we were talking about, you going to extend it again?
You
going to extend it again?
You can't keep on.
Right. But the people around Trump are giving him mixed signals on what to do. Apparently, J.D. Vance, Vice President, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner, who is the president's son-in-law, believe that Trump should try to secure a deal right now if it's possible. The Israeli leader, Benjamin Netanyahu, Saudi Arabia and UAE leadership, and surprise, surprise, Lindsey Graham, are urging Trump not to accept a ceasefire unless Iran reopens the Strait of Hormuz and gives up all of their highly enriched uranium, which they have been saying, we ain't about to do all that. So I don't know what they think this is. It seems like they're not being serious. Like, if y'all want to stop the fighting, y'all got to get serious. Apparently, Iran gave a 10-point response to the peace proposals, and it hasn't been made public yet, but we already have heard him say in public already that they want strong guarantees this is not going to happen again. They're not going to get attacked again. Israel's got to get out of Lebanon and leave them alone as well. They want shmoney. They want compensation for the damage, which we know they're not going to get that. They want international sanctions lifted. They low-key want to kind of keep control of the Strait of Hormuz. They've, again, reportedly basically been running a toll booth out there and charging people for safe passage. So, the U.S. says they see this as just like a starting point. You go into the negotiations with this would all be great, and maybe there's a way to mediate and work in the middle. Problem is, these people say they don't trust the U.S. or Israel anymore, or Steve Witkoff or Jared Kushner, which is low-key how J.D. Vance got involved, because they're like, every time we negotiate with these people, we get bombed.
True.
So they said twice. I mean, it happened twice. So they said we don't trust them. So I don't know what these people have going on, and that's what all happened before Trump posted that original post today, where he said we're gonna blow up the civilization. So that's why I'm like, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him either. I mean, that 12-day war that happened. I mean, it was supposed to be a ceasefire. We still don't necessarily know who started shooting the first shots, but there's a lot of people saying that it was Israel that shot the first missile after they did a 12-day ceasefire, and this whole thing started popping off again. So it's like, if I was Iran, I wouldn't even trust if they did agree. Like, even if they did say we're gonna give you these 10 bullet points, I still wouldn't trust that. I don't even know what they would do. Like, we've broken the trust so much that you can't make up for it at this point.
I don't know either. That's why, I mean, it all seems very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. But I will say that we also got a lot more information on the officer who was rescued from an Iranian mountain after his F-15 fighter jet got shot down in Iran. So remember, there were two of them. Two of them had to eject, but one was found that same day. The other was stranded. Apparently, this rescue was even more incredible than it already sounded. And I'll try to just go through it real quick because we kind of went through it in detail yesterday. First of all, Trump said the officer was bleeding profusely. Still had to climb into 7,000 feet elevation mountain terrain to get away from the crash site. So I would think he was probably thinking about leaving a blood trail. Not sure how he didn't if he was bleeding profusely, but that, insane. He is said to have hidden a crevice in the mountain for almost 48 hours. And I looked up the temperature in Isfahan, there in Iran. It gets down into the 40s overnight. So bleeding profusely, seriously injured, and in the cold, in a mountain crevice, in temperatures that might have been down into the 40s. And then Trump actually thanked the CIA because he says they use technology that let them see 40 miles away at night, despite it being a vast mountain thick with bushes and trees, and they saw him, again, 40 miles away, his head pop up. And they're like, oh man, I think we got him. And then later on, he says, like 45 minutes later, he stands up and starts moving, so they knew they had him. And I'm like, I didn't know y'all had that kind of technology.
Yeah.
40 miles? Weren't we saying 40 miles was technically like here to Griffin?
Yeah, that's wild.
In a mountain terrain? They described it like finding a single grain of sand in the middle of a desert. I didn't know we had all that kind of technology.
Dang, that is crazy.
That's the CIA that has that as well. So anyway, then Trump said that they sent hundreds of officers, hundreds of personnel out there, and like 155 aircraft, and said they had them scattered in 7 different locations where they were just pretending to search to draw anybody away. Because remember, Iran put out, hey, go look for the enemy, we'll pay you. And so they had cargo planes, the transport planes, bring in 3 helicopters that they assembled in less than 10 minutes right there at night on the ground in Iran, then went to go airlift that officer away from the mountain he was on. And then we can pull it up again. It ended in this scene where everything was basically blown to smithereens because they had to blow up the cargo planes and a couple of helicopters. But they say the cargo planes got stuck in the wet sand. They both got stuck in the wet sand. And that was because of how heavy it was with the over 100 crew and personnel they were trying to pack on there and all the equipment they had and whatnot. So they sent in smaller, faster aircraft to pick everybody up. They consider that a raging success. You know what? I think that the officer who survived and the crews who pulled off this truly unbelievable rescue, they're all heroes. They're all like freaking heroes, because that is absolutely insane. If it went down like they say it went down, that's insane. But the way I was looking at it, honestly, not to make this negative, but like these people literally sent our guys out there to carry out a mission that got them blown out of the sky, One was close to getting captured, and they reframed this whole thing as a big win. Lost hundreds of millions of dollars in equipment, and it's a huge win. Mind you, that happened the day after the Army Chief of Staff was asked to retire for not implementing whatever big plans they had. Next day, we have a helicopter shot out the sky, and a guy, I mean, it's just a coincidence, but I was like, man, it sounds like a movie.
Yeah, it does.
And real life does not operate like a movie.
Now,
You ain't lying. I'm sure they definitely played up a couple of it, like bleeding profusely. I just looked it up and I couldn't even pull it up for too long, but I looked it up on ChatGPT. It takes like 2 to 5 minutes, sometimes the most at max 30 minutes for somebody to bleed out. This man was living for 48 hours.
Almost in a mountain crevice.
And then he climbed up a
7,000 feet in elevation, and he hid in potential 40s weather. They said it got stuck in wet terrain. Was it raining? I looked it up. It said they hadn't had any reports of it raining, but the sand was still wet. Maybe it was just, wet from being wet. I don't know. But that's what they say happened.
Hollywood's gonna have a ball with
I was just about to say,
crazy.
this movie about to be crazy.
We haven't even heard who the guy is.
Movie about to be crazy. About to be one of them American Sniper movies.
Which is crazy. But I guess, Iran has a totally different version of what they say happened, but that's Iranian propaganda. So, meanwhile, Trump did threaten to throw a reporter in jail for how they reported this happening. But we have to talk about that after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's gonna trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Hot 97 News, everybody. When we left you, we were talking about how Trump threatened to send a reporter to jail after information about the rescue was leaked in the middle of it all. So basically, actually, you know what? Let me just start out. No, I won't. I'm gonna give you a couple details first so you can really get here with me. So basically, this would have been the moment where they had probably just found the first officer. Again, the F-15 goes down, it's shot down. Both the pilot and the officer inside have to eject, and they're in the middle of all of that. The U.S. really doesn't update anybody on what was going on over the weekend, but apparently it leaked after they had found the first the pilot, the first person who had ejected, and the second person was still missing, and that part leaked. So this is what Trump said about it.
Because a leaker leaked that we have one, we've rescued one, but there's another one out there that we're trying to get. But we have to find that leaker because that's a sick person. Probably didn't realize the extent of how bad it was. I can't imagine that the person did, but we're going to find out. It's national security, and the person that did the story will go to jail if he doesn't say, and that doesn't last long, and I think everybody would understand it. They put this mission at great risk. They put that man at great risk, and they put the hundreds of people that went in looking for him.
Which is not a bad point.
Yeah, that's fair.
At the same time, I think, I don't know. I think the journalist probably should have tried to reach out to the Pentagon or reach out to somebody to say, look, we have this information. Should we run this or not? Is this going to impact anything or not? Mm-hmm. But that's what they say. And it was funny because there was a journalist who got accused of being responsible for it. And it was somebody who was, I think, based in Israel. And that journalist had said, no, it wasn't me, because The Guardian and 2 Israeli sites did have that information before he did. So, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know who it is, but that is, you want a scoop as a journalist. And it's very clear that we're being lied to about what's going on. And that's not even like a conspiracy, because Trump has flat out said, I just say stuff because I don't want to give the plans to the enemy. We've seen him say all sorts of stuff that's just not real. So, when journalists find something, they're probably like, ooh, there's a whole mission going on. Yeah. People just got blown out the sky. I'm going to report it because we don't know what's going on over there. And now you hear, dang, I could have ruined everything, which is crazy.
So the reporter was out in Israel?
They claim the one who got blamed, I won't even say his name because he says, I just saw his ex post, and his ex post was like, don't blame me. I didn't say what. Let me see his ex post. I'll just read it, not naming him. He said, oh, he deleted it.
No,
he didn't. Okay, I just found it. Okay, he said, quote, we're looking very hard to find that leaker, Trump said yesterday. They basically said that we have one and there's somebody missing, just what you heard. Newsweek, First Post, and the New York Post have all pointed the finger at me, he's saying. While I appreciate the attention, I fear it's undeserved. I was not the first journalist to report the pilot was missing, nor that he was injured. I suppose the accusations are a testament to my timely reporting, but the fact is that The Guardian and 2 Israeli channels broke the story before I did. I imagine Israeli journalist endangers American pilot makes a better headline. So he is an Israeli journalist. So he's saying, oh, they're just trying to pin it on me. I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's what he says.
That's crazy. Another instance. I'll stop right there.
Boy, and if I could only say what I really wanted to say on this show. So that's that. Meanwhile, everybody's still very fascinated with what's going on in space, because you still have that Artemis 2 crew in these space streets just doing stuff. So this is one of the latest pictures that we got from NASA as far as this mission goes and what they've been able to see from space. So real quick, because I want to come back to this picture, but real quick, can we show the picture that has already been out there of the moon that you had? It was like a 2-shot. Oh, I didn't realize. My bad. I'm asking for something complicated.
Let us pull it up real quick.
But you can see, I'm just trying to point out, it's not really that much different from what we already had a couple years ago. And I thought that the technology might have been upgraded since what was this? I think I just looked it up. This picture that we're about to show you, I think. I think. But that picture would have been posted, I think it said in like the 2010s-ish. Let me see here.
Oh, so they've traveled already.
That's it. So no, they haven't traveled there, but they just had that picture. So it's the near side and the far side, as it's labeled there at the bottom. And it could not have been taken from Earth. They say it had to be stitched together from orbiting spacecraft data over many passes, is what you're looking at right there. And so, yeah, they said that exact side-by-side image is from the 2000s to 2010s era. So you have this, and I guess maybe they're just saying, like, since we stitched this together, the real moon looks very similar. I don't even know. Are you able to go back to the regular moon? The one that they just took.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This don't even make no sense.
That's what they say.
Oh, I told y'all yesterday, bro. I said, when they go around, if I don't see no clear picture of a new moon, what are we looking at? I'm done. I'm over it. Y'all are not going out there like y'all say y'all are.
I was hoping to see something, crazy, but at least be a lot closer than what we've been able to get here on Earth and see in the past already. Why am I looking at a new rendition of the same thing? That's my problem.
Because we ain't got nothing new. They didn't take no picture. They didn't go around the moon. I don't understand how y'all keep falling for this malarkey. Like that word, malarkey?
Okay, yeah, I like it. Okay.
Vocabulary, baby.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, okay, so what I'm looking at right now, because I had heard some grumblings that people had noticed that the pictures of Earth that they were posting, and you can look to see what I'm talking about here. Can you see? Okay, because you guys can't see. I wish we could show you. So there's a picture that they put out that we saw originally of the Earth, and the Earth was just, the Earth. You saw clouds and stuff like that, and there was like a little landmass there, and you could see the Earth. So there was grumblings online that they took a picture at night, or at least in the dark, and the clouds were in the exact same space.
Ain't moved not one bit.
And so if this is it, this is a view of backlit Earth taken by NASA astronaut from one of the, it's just from where they are. But it says this is the dark side of Earth, but it just looks like they turned the lights off the same picture that they had of the other Earth.
Boy, if y'all don't stop lying to us and giving us this stupid stuff, bro, I am tired of NASA. I'm tired y'all be lying. Ain't no way.
It is not a lie.
What is not a lie?
So is it possible that they're actually going out there and they're just not showing us? They got to put a filter on the photo because maybe Earth doesn't look that beautiful, so they got to put a little filter on it. Things like that. They can't show you certain things because, Earth isn't a perfect sphere anyways. I mean, scientists says it all the time. My scientist friends that I be kicking it with at the library, they say it all the time. You don't have no
scientist friends.
They said that it's not a perfect sphere. It's actually pretty ugly looking. It's a weird looking shape. But I mean,
flat?
You gotta wait.
Get them
with a dome on top. Nah, but they just maybe they're just putting filters on it, y'all.
I wish I would have thought to put a picture of Earth up because, it's interesting because the ocean, I just looked it up just to verify it. About 71% of the Earth's surface is ocean. So most of the Earth is water.
It's water.
If you look at most of the Earth from where they are, you should be seeing a ton of water. So it is interesting when you see these massive land masses from all the way back there. It's like, man, you really hit the right angle to see 29%
of
what would be landmass. It's pretty interesting.
And I just want to clarify, I believe that we have gone to space. All right, I just want to clarify that. I believe that we have gone to space. I believe in aliens and I believe that we have gone to space, but I don't believe that we have hit where we say we have hit. I don't believe we've gone to where we say we have gone. I do believe that we have gone up to past the atmospheric point of return, yes, but I don't believe that we have made our way around the moon. I just don't believe that we made our way around the moon last night. Where is the proof? Show me the money.
Because that is what happened. We lost contact for 45-ish minutes with the crew. That was, as planned. And yeah, they, were saying that they were never going to leave Earth. They wanted to come back to Earth. They're always with us here on Earth. They'd like to be dramatic. But it all went smoothly from what I saw. The president called them from what I saw. landline. I mean, the whatever the line, clear as day.
Wow.
Clear as back in the day. I think a president called somebody on the moon. Didn't that happen?
I
am almost positive they called somebody on the moon back. Ask if another president has ever called astronauts in space.
Okay.
I don't think I'm making that up. I think I just saw that. But they were pointing out that line was also very clear.
And this was after they got around the moon.
Well, this was just, I mean, I'm just saying from space.
They called.
Now I think that we have the technology with that. That would be suggesting that a different president years and years ago had the technology to have a crisp call with the astronauts. Did that happen?
Yeah, so it says multiple presidents actually have called astronauts in space. President DT, we got Barack Obama with the ISS, and President Nixon with the Apollo 11.
And Nixon was what year?
Yeah, what
Apollo
year?
11.
What year is that? What year is Nixon?
He was.
That's old now.
A couple decades ago.
Come on now.
1969.
1969. We calling to space.
Y'all had. Did we even have Wi-Fi back
We
then?
calling to space. We ain't even had an internet, and y'all telling me we calling to space in 1969? Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop playing with me now.
This is not a show to discredit this.
I know it's not, but bruh.
At the same time, other people have also noticed. Can you show the video of the astronauts in space? I think it's also happened yesterday, potentially, or at least, since they've been up there, they're only there for a 10-day stretch. This is what the people saw in space, just a jar of Nutella floating by.
Wow.
They said, now, how did y'all bring a jar of Nutella to space? But apparently, they have, because, when you watch the interviews that they do, and they talk about how, oh yeah, we got this bag of stuff that looks like poo, but it's like shrimp in a bag, and we got this little freeze-dried this, and this is what we eat on the moon. And I was like, no, I didn't know y'all were bringing like just jars of Nutella to space.
You know what? Whoever ate that jar of Nutella, that's who messed up them toilets up there on that spacecraft. That's who messed up. That's who blocked them toilets on the spacecraft.
That's crazy.
Whoever ate that Nutella blocked them toilets up, bruh.
They said that this was not like a product placement that this was a big old whoops. Of course, Nutella jumped on that and was like, we're the first
for
brand
sure.
in space.
For
Let's
sure.
go. But I was like, man, this is, y'all, okay.
Okay, so if they're not in space, right, how is the Nutella able to float around?
Well, they do have those anti-gravity like machines, and what they say.
Talk to them.
What they say
Talk to 'em.
is that they're in front of green screens with
harnesses
on, and then there might be like a hand with a green screen floating stuff by them. That's what they say.
Wow.
The scientists say it's all real. They're in space. They're in anti-gravity. It is what it is. Quit spreading all these conspiracy theories.
And I just want to let people know we are not spreading that. I'm not telling y'all that space travel is not real. Me personally, I don't believe that we're going as far as we say we're going. Do I believe that we're going to space? 1,000%. I believe we've gone. I think we definitely have the technology to make it to space. Do I think we went around the moon last night? No. No. Because why? What in the world? You telling me we got a clear phone call? I'm talking about Starlink. I'm talking reaching all the way to space, but y'all don't have a way to take a clear picture and a nice picture of the other side of the moon for us? Wild.
Is it, because I think I saw that technically the dark side of the moon still gets some kind of light, right? Because that was the first thing I thought, well, maybe if it doesn't hit the sun, then maybe it's just literally too dark to see. But let me go look at this. It does get light, right? Right. Okay. So it's just the far side. So we don't see it, but it still would have some kind of light. So they should have a picture for us.
Should have a picture.
I mean, they might. The last time they updated this site with pictures,
Don't
the
even
last
stress
picture
yourself.
it is from April 6th.
Yeah. See, don't even stress yourself. Don't get yourself mad.
No, I believe in our.
I do. I believe that we went there and we said hello and turned around. I don't think we went around the moon. I think we went up to space. They got their video of what they needed to let everybody know that they up there and floating. And let's make it even more dramatic and make the toilets clog up. And then they did that. And we got it. There has to be some type of storyline. Oh, bro, there's gonna be one more storyline before they come back home. I believe it. And then they're gonna make their way back to the crib. But
I do think it's very diabolical that on the day they were supposed to go to the far side, they just drop a picture of the near side that we can already see again. Now, why would you even do that to us?
Don't even make no sense.
Why would you should have posted this yesterday. 2 days ago. 3 days ago.
That's crazy.
What are we talking about here?
So I'm looking at it real quick. Fun fact about the Apollo 11. It took them 8 days to actually complete the mission. Like, to travel to the moon and then back to Earth. It took them 8 days in 1969.
That's not the one who got out.
Yeah, that's Apollo
the ones
11.
who got out?
The Apollo 11 mission took 8 days, 3 hours, and 18 minutes,
and stuck the flag
35
in the
seconds
moon?
to complete. Yep.
Now, do y'all hear this? Y'all hear this information that he's giving you? He's saying it's taking us 10 days in 2026, and it took them 8 in 1969. Do y'all not? Are we not on the same page here?
And they stuck our flag in the moon.
They stopped on the moon. They didn't go around. They said, you know what? Pit stop. I need to hit QT. And they stopped on the moon. Feet on the ground.
They also, didn't they drive buggies on the moon?
Look. Whipping. Doggone ran out of gas on the moon. Like, it only took 8 days and it's taking us 10 and we ain't getting no pitch.
But I've seen moon rock. I've seen
Man, I got a cousin that smoked moon rock, but that don't mean nothing. Okay? That don't mean nothing.
Okay. Okay, well, how about this? Apparently, allegedly, reportedly, a top FEMA official said he teleported.
What?
Yes, Greg Phillips is his name.
What? What are we talking
At
about here,
this point, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing at this point? Go ahead, Lana. What are we doing?
This is real news now. This is what they say. But Greg Phillips, who is a senior FEMA official, specifically he's the associate administrator for the Office of Response and Recovery. So he is the one who claimed that he experienced teleportation multiple times, including an incident where he says he just suddenly appeared at a Waffle House in Georgia.
At a Waffle House?
That's where he said.
Not a what?
Out of all the places to teleport.
A Waffle House?
A Waffle House.
A Waffle House 50 miles away, I guess, from where he was. And people were saying, like, no, you didn't, blah, blah, blah. So he doubled down, apparently, on social media recently. He said, I know what I experienced, and haters gonna hate.
Boy, that man got caught. He had to make up a lot of his wife real fast. I know that. He said, baby, I wasn't out there. I teleported to Waffle House. You didn't catch me. I teleported. I teleported. Boy, I'm finna start using that. Why you was out till 2 in the morning? Girl, I teleported to LA last night. Okay, I got stuck in the teleportation teleport. You know what I mean? Couldn't make it back. I couldn't make it back to Atlanta in time because the teleportation teleport closed. Boy, I'm using that.
All right, so he says he described those incidents as part of a spiritual journey during cancer treatment. So now everybody can't joke about him because he threw in the cancer treatment in there.
Oh my God.
So
what is that?
He says, sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Some experience couldn't be shared, and he said he connected them to biblical examples of supernatural events.
I keep telling y'all, bruh, there are incompetent people that are allowed to run the country. I strongly believe there are crackheads that are in Congress right now running the country. So when I hear things about people having whole alien committees, I think there's crackheads involved. And when I hear this, somebody talking about they're teleporting to a Waffle House, there's a crackhead involved. Or he was going through cancer. I'm sorry.
Or I know multiple people that have done LSD. Sounds like an LSD trip to me. That's all you know what I mean? Don't sound really like much.
So he also claimed that there was another incident where his car was lifted up and moved dozens of miles before being set down near a church.
Oh, this man here is wild.
Now, he insists that his comments were taken out of context as well, but then he also didn't clarify how they were taken out of context. And then FEMA wouldn't respond to follow-up requests for explanation either. So,
all in places to teleport. You teleport to why you teleport to a bank or something, or somewhere you can get some something that
inside the vault.
Yeah, inside the vault. Teleport somewhere where it's gonna be worth it. Why would you teleport to a Waffle House? And I wondered, did he teleport and then eat?
Well, actually,
and then he just go laying in the booth.
with the meal already ordered.
You know what I mean?
Right when someone went to the bathroom to wash their hands, bloop,
he out. He out. And then he left on the bill.
So apparently there was a New York Times reporter who went out to the Waffle Houses in Georgia and went to ask, like, have you ever seen this man? And all of them say they've never witnessed anything unusual. They've never seen anybody teleport into their location.
It is Waffle House.
They said they interviewed about 24 employees and regulars across 3 locations in Rome, Georgia, where this is said to have happened, and nobody saw anything unusual.
Oh, it was in Rome? Okay. Now that
all right.
we out there. We out there now. A lot of them Waffle House workers in Rome, Georgia are on stuff.
But they didn't say anything.
Not that they know of.
Oh, so you think they...
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. They probably was on that stuff.
Maybe that's where you go, because then literally nobody will believe you anyway.
Nobody's gonna believe you. You teleported to a Waffle House, man.
That's crazy.
He said a Waffle House. He know he teleported to his side chick house. That's exactly what he teleported to. He told his wife it was Waffle House. Told the stories it was a Waffle House.
Okay, how about this? We got, what, like 5 minutes left? Why don't we just do... What is your story? Is your story interesting?
What is
about
it?
eye cancer?
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's about eye cancer. All right, I guess that's what we'll go since we talked about it. So apparently they might have found a new treatment to eye cancer, but question is whether or not you want to put it in your eye.
Exactly. New cancer treatment just dropped, okay? Just like a fresh mixtape. And I promise you, nobody had this on their bingo card, all right? Scientists are now using something from pig semen to treat eye cancer in children. Yep, wasn't the one thing I was gonna go there, did you? Children. And somehow it's actually working, all right? We're talking about retinoblastoma, a rare but aggressive cancer that hits babies and young kids. And the hardest part about treating it, the eye has this built-in barrier that makes it tough for medicine to even get in there without causing serious damage, which we all know. So researchers said, what if we go around the system instead of through it? They discovered that these tiny particles called exosomes found in pig semen can actually slip past those barriers, stay there, so they turned it into eye drops. Pig semen eye drops. Yep. Now look it up. And these aren't regular drops. This is like a full-on mission. These exosomes open the door. Folic acids lock onto the cancer cells, and nanozymes systems basically tells the tumor self-destruct. Meanwhile, the healthy cells are left alone. They tested this on mice, and in just 30 days, tumors were almost completely gone, down to about 2% left. Meanwhile, the untreated cases got worse with abnormal blood vessel growth and vision problems. And here's the best part, Lana.
Oh, I thought we'd are okay. Here's more.
This can mean more than this can mean no more needles in the eye. You know what I mean?
Good.
No more harsh radiation.
All you gotta do is put some.
And way less, kids losing their vision doing treatment. Now before everybody runs to Google, this is still early, no human trials yet. But if this works, the way it's looking, we might be looking at one of the wildest, most effective medical breakthroughs we've seen in a minute. Pig semen in your eyes. The only question I have is, what if your kid is Muslim?
Get out of here.
Real talk. They don't eat pork. Can you put pork semen in your eye? Facts.
Okay. You said that they haven't done any clinical trials, but they...
On humans. They've only done it on mice.
And they think that it might work.
And
it cures cancer.
It cures cancer.
The mice are probably teleporting right now.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
the mice are probably teleporting right now as we speak.
Okay.
You're not lying.
So I actually looked up when you were talking. I said, has pig semen been used in treatments historically?
Okay.
Like at any point in the past by any culture on Earth? Because sometimes when you first set it out, it sounds horrifying, but it also feels like God does give you potentially the treatment for any ailment that you could find naturally without needing these chemical concoctions and stuff like that. So maybe that was one of them. So I was wondering, and it said this is ChatGPT now, so that is what it is. Couldn't find solid, reliable evidence that pig semen itself was recognized historical treatment used by any kind of culture in the way that we say pig fat, bile organs, or later testicular extracts were used. So I just learned something new. Apparently in pre-modern and early modern medicine, animal sexual organs and later testicular extracts were used in attempts to treat weakness, infertility, or aging. And there are reports of medieval remedies using pig testicles for male infertility. Not semen, just, I don't know what you supposed to eat.
Yeah, true.
Eat it? Because that would be for the men. Would you
eat pig semen?
Eat pig testicles, in fact,
for
infertility.
No, not at all.
You wouldn't?
No, but I did look up, can you get pregnant from pig semen in your eye?
Oh my God, Rondell.
The answer's no. The answer's no. The answer's no, guys. By the way, if you wanted to know, the answer's no. You can't get pregnant from putting pig semen in your eyes.
How would that even work?
I don't know, man. I needed to double check, make sure I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You hear semen, you think pregnancy. You dig what I'm saying?
I just want to know who was the first one who thought this pig semen. I mean, what if we put it in kids' eyes?
And you know what happened? The kid was running around, tripped that they was doing what is it? What did they do when they try to put the male and the pigs, the male and female pigs together? They try to breed. Yes, they were breeding, and a little bit of the semen shot up and got him in the eye.
I'm cured.
Had cancer, and a couple days later, kid walking around, fresh eyes, just like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? So,
but you were talking about something that you said specifically affects babies and young children.
Babies and young kids.
So that's where I just wonder, like, what even possessed the person to think, like, oh, this specific thing for kids, I think I can put pig semen in it.
Yeah, they got to test elephant semen for adults.
You know what? And on that note, we got to go to break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Tuesday, April 7th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
Okay, so yesterday we started off the show and I was trying to tell y'all that Stone Mountain is that place. And y'all said y'all didn't believe me.
I just didn't believe the multiple different areas where you could walk around, because I swear to God, all I've been seeing was a rock.
Up, down, up, down,
up and down the rock.
down.
So for those who don't know, Stone Mountain, like when you go hike Stone Mountain, people usually just go to the one area. There's a trail and it's like a wide trail. You can't get lost. One way up, one way down, and that's it. You go to the top and you go back down. If you do it the wrong way, I would say, because I have video proof that I was at some cool spots. So look at this. That's me over there. Beautiful views. I was walking. Y'all never even seen this part of Stone Mountain.
Nah, I haven't actually.
So, you go off the beaten path a little bit. I can show you the deer that I saw. You just give it right there. You see it right in the middle of those trees.
Wow.
And then we ran because we were like, oh, I didn't know there were deer here.
Wow.
Did not know there were deer here. So
y'all are really off the beaten path for real.
That's what I'm saying. I was a little nervous actually, but it was totally, and then I realized that it's really not that hard to get to. Like where we were, it felt like we were going the wrong way, but I mean, it was beautiful. I feel like we were in a completely different state.
Wait, this was going up the rock though? Like this was still on the rock?
This was on the main rock. Like we started up the same path that everybody goes through, but then we just kind of took a little side quest.
I did not know the rock was this big.
I mean, it's big. I just didn't know it had you can go off the beaten path and you'll find all this stuff. That I didn't know.
I'm trying to see, you got to open people's eyes.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Did they have gates though at one point or like?
No, there were no barriers or anything like that. No.
Wow.
No. It was
so it's free walking. Choose
your own adventure. As far as I know, nobody stopped us, so.
It's
That's crazy.
Very murderish. Very serial killer-ish.
No, it was beautiful.
Like that, you know what I mean? Walking off the beaten path is a little nerve-wracking.
Well, we were first of all, we thought that there were no animals there because we're like, oh, yeah, they're gonna be bobcats and deer because, anybody can get it out here.
Yeah.
No freaking way. This is a huge tourist spot. And so when we saw the deer, we're like, oh, let's get up on out of here because we don't know what else is here.
Wow,
so,
you're adventurous. You're very adventurous.
Yeah. We just camped across the whole country.
Oh, yeah, y'all are.
You know what I mean? We be in the woods.
Yeah, we be in the woods.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
But you get the most beautiful, breathtaking views. You can just meditate. Just it totally takes you out of your everyday life. You know what I mean? Because this is so different than where we are right now.
100%.
Working and home. It's cool, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I
might check it out.
No, you're not.
I might check it out.
No, you're not.
It's a cute little.
Why are you lying, man?
I might check it out.
No, you're not.
You don't know.
Just say you aren't.
I might.
But
he might. How you gonna tell him what he might and might not do?
Because I know Million's not going to know. I know he's not hiking that, bruh. Yeah.
Will said right after he goes to the library.
Okay.
Okay. So that's, just got to start off the show on a nice light note because we do have some more updates about the 404-day shooting.
Yeah, so Atlanta has a $15,000 reward for information in the Piedmont Park shooting. Just a real quick recap of the incident last weekend was 404 Day in Atlanta, and the people popped out. I mean, there was thousands of people that were there, including families, teenagers. There was major events taking place at Piedmont Park, that big 404 Day event that took place. Now, those organized events wrapped up around 7:45 p.m., but later that night around 9 p.m., Atlanta police responded to reports of gunfire near the pond inside of Piedmont Park. And here's kind of a little taste of what it looked like.
Oh, they got extendo. They got extendo.
I would be so mad if I was out there.
They got extendos. They got extendos.
That's hilarious.
Yo, he kills me every time, bro. Why is he so excited, bro?
Bruh.
You're getting shot at. I mean, but
They don't care about dying.
it's not that though. Everybody likes to have those. I mean, dang, I hate to say it, but at one point I was a young man too. So like, gunshots would go off at a party or something like that. I'll take off. But like, it seemed kind of fun in the moment. It's like, oh, I could die, but I'm not really thinking about that. I'm thinking about the story I'm about to tell everybody.
If I survive.
But yeah, so at this point, police are still working to determine what exactly led up to the shooting, and no suspects have been arrested yet. Mayor Andre Dickens gave us the dollar amount and information that may lead to the arrest. Here's what he said.
Crime Stoppers reward for anyone with information about this incident is $15,000. If anyone under the sound of my voice has any information about this incident, please contact Crime Stoppers. You can even remain anonymous.
I kept that part in there. You can even remain anonymous, dog. It's time to start snitching. If I'm you, I'm snitching.
Couple things. Number one, I saw a video where somebody said that the guy with the gun ran past him right after he cut the video off. So there is 1,000% people who don't know this guy who saw potentially what happened. Number two, y'all better file it with Crime Stoppers the right way or you're not gonna get $1.
Hello.
So y'all better know what that process is before y'all call in with information. You ain't getting nothing.
That's real talk though, but again, just feel comfortable snitching though. It's okay, kids. If you wasn't out there shooting, or if you ain't know the person that was out there shooting, or even if you did, they're not supposed to have a gun and not supposed to be doing bad things. It's okay to snitch. We got to make this normal. We got to make this okay. That's why I'm so happy that he made it $15,000.
That's a lot of money to a kid, too.
That's a lot of money to a kid, to me. Shoot, I'm cool with 15 grand. Give me 15. I swear to God, if I had information, I'm calling right now.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, okay, you're saying that if you were in a situation where, and not now, because now, we're all adults, but like back in the day, if you were somewhere where they were popping off, you might have like laughed and thought like, like you might have like thought it was funny at first.
I guess it was just the excitement, the adrenaline. It never really hit me. I mean, I remember one point.
You were in the situation?
Yeah. I've been to parties before.
Where you got shot at?
Where people get shot.
Oh my God.
I wasn't getting shot at. I wasn't getting targeted. But there's always going to be some parties where, sometimes, as a matter of fact, a lot of parties end in Atlanta with gunshots.
Yeah.
He tries to act like you're the YN. What kind of places have you been to?
He went to Fort Valley, so
I have never been to.
I mean, don't do my alma mater like that.
He went to Fort Valley.
Hey, I swear to God, I thought about saying it, but I was like, I ain't gonna do my school like that.
You went to I've been
like
down
that.
to Fort Valley many of times, bro. You went to Fort Valley. That ain't no school to play around with.
Yeah, at all. So apparently, though, this whole entire weekend was just a rough weekend in general for Atlanta. We had multiple different shootings, with some of the shootings this weekend involving more teens. More than a dozen people were shot across at least 9 separate incidents throughout Atlanta this weekend alone. One incident took place on Sunday in Southwest Atlanta, and it involved 4 teens that were shot and transported to the hospital. The victims were from the ages of 16 to 18 years old. And earlier that same day, a 3-year-old child was identified. I don't even want to say the young man's name, but he was shot inside an apartment in Southwest Atlanta and later passed away in the hospital also. So Andre Dickens, in this whole entire press release, he was just addressing that, Atlanta, this is a first for Atlanta in, I think he said 4 years. Like, we have been on a decline crime-wise for the longest, for the last 4 years at least. This incident just shows that it's a lot of people that are teens getting a hold of guns, and people are, and when teens have guns, I mean, it doesn't lead to anything good. And it's starting to show in Atlanta. So he's trying to really crack down on it. And one of the things that he's saying that he's going to do to crack down on the teens that's wilding in Atlanta, this is what he said to the parents.
APD is increasing their patrols, and they will bring charges to parents and caregivers of minors who are violating our curfew. Hear me clearly. APD is able to bring charges to parents and caregivers of minors who are violating curfew.
Boy, if my kid got arrested and then I go to jail, oh boy, as soon as we get in that holding cell, boy, I'm beating the brakes off of him. Because what you mean? I told you be home at this time and then you wanted to define me and stay out past this time and now you got arrested and I got to go to jail and get charged and miss out on work for pay for you? Oh, buddy, I'm beating you like a grown man.
Amen.
Flat out.
You ain't lying, bruh. And if I would even argue that once, the kids do go into jail and the parent gets turned in order for them to get free, they have to put a belt in that parent's hand and make them spank that child. Right there. I ain't gonna spank him. I said last week, I said yesterday I was gonna spank him, but put the belt in the parent's hand and make them spank the child. Because again, these kids is wilding recently.
Wilding, bro. I don't even think that's enough, to be honest with you. I think the parent should be charged. That's cool. They charge the parent. They let the parent out. But then after that, they put that kid and they send that kid to GP. And once he get in general population, they let him sit there for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Bro, send him to the worst. Send him to Rice Street. Send him to Clayton County. Send him to those two. Send him to those two. No, Million, you always, I don't want to help the black pride. Dog, we have to come to a realization that all of us aren't good, bro.
No.
And when yes.
They used to do that with Scared Straight.
Scared Straight.
They don't do that anymore.
Exactly, man.
Scare them straight.
Yes, and these children have to understand, bro, you either gonna end up in jail or dead. So in order for you to know where you're gonna end up, you gotta go to where you're gonna end up. So let's do it like this. We either send you to jail for a few weeks, or we dig a 6-foot hole, we put you in a coffin and we lay you down, and then we dig you back up in the day. Which one you want?
Why do we I just don't
What do you mean,
like
why do we want?
Bro, I just don't like the fact that we're just so tough on our black children. Like, what are we talking about here?
We have
If it's
to
a little
be.
white kid that's out there shooting up schools, you are not saying we need to dig up a ditch.
100%.
Like, no, we're not doing that. But when it comes to black kids, we got to learn the hardest lesson ever. Put them in the system, make them actually go through a whole entire course on how they could possibly be in jail.
1,000%.
That's
And I'm gonna
just
tell
the
you why.
gateway to the system.
And I'm gonna
though.
tell you why. We're programmed. We're already in a system that is against us. We're already in a program that is against us. The only way we can get out of that program is to show them the program that is against us. So in order for me to tell you, hey, bruh, you can't go to jail, I'm gonna have to show you jail, because that's the only way you're gonna see. That's the only way we're gonna see. I can sit you down as a YN right now. As a young man, I can sit you down and be like, hey, dog, don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. One ear out the other. Because as soon as you leave my presence, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. So in order to fix that, let me take you somewhere where you gotta follow instructions. Where you gotta do what I tell you to do. It's the only way, man. That's the only way. That's all I'm saying.
It's tough. It's tough. But
I think a couple of weeks is probably a little much. I think if you just put them in for like a couple of days, have like a well, I mean, just for the people who are like, oh, I didn't really want this life. Because I feel like you also hear people who are like, 14, down to 13, like these young kids say after some shooting happens, oh, I didn't like really know for real what I was really doing. And you don't find out until you go to jail. You don't find out until like, oh, this was like real. This wasn't a game. So I think if you could intervene in those people's lives, but like you said, at the same time, the program is what is putting them out there. Because you said the other day, hey, got another teen takeover issue with the police and a shooting. Who do you think it is? That was what you said. I mean, you know yourself that it's these black kids, so it is what it is.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm talking to the parents here, to the Atlanta parents. Look, man, you can be charged if your kids get charged. To the Atlanta parents, you can be charged for having the kids out past curfew. And if you don't want them to go through the consequences that Dale is talking about, I would really recommend that you pay attention to your child.
A coffin for a day is crazy.
It is wild. That was a little wild. I ain't gonna lie. That was a little wild. I was out of pocket on that one.
Like you was in a bag.
I was out of pocket on that one. I would give you that. I don't want no black kid to have to feel what death feels like. But jail, feel that.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of jail, there is a now former Atlanta federal correctional officer who just got convicted of bribery and a contraband scheme.
Yeah, so according to federal prosecutors, the scheme began around June of 2018 when 51-year-old Patrick Shackleford was working as both a correctional officer and a plumbing supervisor inside the prison. In that role, he oversaw inmate workers, including 48-year-old James Hughes. James Hughes, remember that name because he later became a key part of the operation. At some point during that time, investigators say Shackleford revealed sensitive information to Hughes about a hidden room and what was described as a voided area located near the prison's visitation section. This is a picture of what it looked like. Yep, so it says prosecutors say the inmates used tools like sledgehammers and power drills while pretending to perform legitimate plumbing work to create passageways leading into that hidden space. Can we get another picture of what the space actually looks like?
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is crazy. So once the access point, was established, the operation moved into a routine phase. During a weekend visitation hours, associates of inmates would arrive and pass tightly wrapped packages through the hidden opening underneath the sink. So they was acting like they were plumbers doing plumbing work, but they was passing stuff through the sinks in and out. Investigators say Shackleford played an active role throughout the whole entire operation. He allegedly allowed inmates to store contraband in the prison's plumbing shops, including inside of ceilings and empty staff office located next to him. So he was letting them get away with a lot, and it wasn't for free either. Apparently, Shackleford received bribes totaling up to $5,000 along with pain pills, and prosecutors say additional payments tied to the scheme nearly was up to 20 bands. 20 bands. So bro was getting paid, through Cash App and stuff like that. It's wild that he's a correction officer, but hey, you got to get it how you can. I looked online with how much these correction officers get. They don't get much, y'all. $40,000, $60,000. That's about it for them.
Yeah, they was more worried about the drones. And my cousins was locked up, and they was locked up for years, and they always just FaceTime me and all kinds of stuff. And I had to ask, bro, what are y'all what's going on? Yeah. He was like, bro, these correctional officers in here, I'm breaking them off. He was like, I'm breaking them. Man, they used to bring in Popeyes, Pizza Hut. He FaceTime me one time. They had a whole spread on the table, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, brought in Chick-fil-A. Out of all the things you bring into the jail, you brought in Chick-fil-A, which is I think is nuts. But this is nothing new. They need to stop focusing on them drones and start focusing on these guards, because those are the people that are going to be bringing this in the most. Drones aren't bringing in most of this stuff, bro. It's guards. It's most of these guards, because I'm paying you, like you said, up to 20 bands extra on top of. If you weak enough, you're gonna take it.
Real talk.
You dig what I'm saying? If you weak enough, you're gonna take it. So, I don't fault the guards by any means, because.
Do y'all think 20,000 is enough for this level of risk?
No.
That's oh my God, you only need 20K to do this?
But also, I don't fault the guards, because, like you said, they make it 60 bands, a year. You know what I mean?
40 to 60 bands.
Exactly. Bro. So you talking about give me an extra 20 on top of that.
Yeah.
Non-tax.
I could use it.
I could actually take that. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that.
That's where I also think, it is crazy when you think about even just how much teaching jobs, especially this kind of job though, where you're working in a jail, you are offering somebody a salary that you're only going to catch a certain pool of people. Only a certain pool of people want to be a correctional officer, and then only a certain pool of people are going to accept $40,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
you ain't lying.
When you see them the prisoners have enticed them with extra money. Are you surprised?
Yeah, you can't be. So overall, authorities recovered roughly 24 packages, which included a pound of pure methamphetamine, over 1 kilogram of marijuana, synthetic drugs known as spice, tobacco, and multiple cell phones. They would package them up. Like I said, like we showed earlier, they was putting him through the plumbing system. So he is actually scheduled to be sentenced in July and faces a minimum of 10 years in prison, in federal prison at that. So, yeah.
Here's an unpopular opinion. I think there needs to be drugs in jail.
Stop it.
Very unpopular opinion.
Hear me out. Listen to me. You're already in jail. You're in the worst position of your life. Okay? Why not let you get some weed every once in a while? Get a little meth every once in a while. Get some drink, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while. I'm not talking about every day. I'm talking about once a month. Hey, we got commissary, but this month on commissary, we got a little sour diesel. We got a little meth. We got some, a little cocaine. We got some whiskey.
Jail's probably their only chance to get clean, and you might start having people getting beat up. I'm taking your ration of this. Thank you.
Forgot about that's the place where they also get clean. My bad. It's my fault.
Jail shouldn't be a vacation either, bro.
True.
They already getting fed. They already laying down, and then you give them some drugs. Them boys is chilling.
Yeah,
them boys is really chilling.
You're right. That's why it's an unpopular opinion. That's why that was an unpopular opinion because.
Oh man,
it's not a good look.
It's crazy that they dug that hole that much bigger and nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed.
Y'all don't care. That's what y'all don't care.
They don't.
Okay, so I think we're talking about whooping your kids.
Yes.
What happened with this story?
So in Cherokee County, Candace Nicole McClure has been sentenced to a maximum of 40 years. After a jury found her guilty of aggravated assault and multiple counts of cruelty to children. But this case didn't start with police. It started with a classroom. So the elementary school student finally told the teacher that she had been getting punched, kicked, and strangled.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
From there, investigators stepped in. DFCS showed up unannounced, found visible bruising, injuries on the child's body, even marks consistent with being hit by a belt. Doctors and Children's of Healthcare of Atlanta backed that up with medical evidence. Then it goes to trial for 4 days. 12 witnesses, photos, recorded interviews, and after just 2.5 hours of deliberation, the jury comes back guilty across the board. But here's what makes this heavier. This wasn't the first red flag. Back in 2016, there was already a prior arrest involving child cruelty, which injuries that were serious enough to require hospitalization. At sentencing, the child stood up in the courtroom with an adoptive parent, an advocate, even a service dog, and told the court they finally felt heard. So it comes down to this, man. What is the level of whooping your kids and beating your kids? I had a friend in elementary school, my man Quentin. To be honest, I don't even know where Quentin is to this day, but I remember this vividly. Quentin walked into school. I'll put this on everything I love. He walked into school. He lifted up his shirt to our third grade teacher, and he had welts on his back, like massive welts on his back, bruh. Massive. And the teacher immediately went into panic mode. Quentin walked down to the principal's office. Now, mind you, my mom worked at the school, so I was like able to get out of class. So I walked my mom got me out of class. I saw him walk into the principal's office. I saw his dad come into the principal's office. And then I saw his dad take him out the principal's office and go home. I ain't never see Quentin ever again after that, bro. Ever again after that. I don't know where Quentin is to this day. I never saw him a day after he left school that day, bro.
Wow.
Wild. But that just shows you, bro, some parents take the level of whooping your kids and beating your kids. And there are levels to this, bro. Like, I can honestly say, and my mom might not agree with this, neither is my dad, but y'all used to beat me. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
About it.
I used to get beat as a child.
Testify.
Like, you know what I mean? There was no level of whooping in my house.
Ooh, what was their weapon of choice?
Yes.
Well, once I got 16, my dad used to fight me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But before that, it was, belts, whatever they could find, switches, the whole nine. But there was never a...
Switches?
Yeah, like, not guns. We didn't even know what a switch was.
No, I'm saying switch. What do you mean by switch?
Like, take a switch from the stick outside.
Like a little
switch.
tree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there was never a level of, like, whooping me. It was always like, yo, Rondell, we have to beat you in a sense. And they don't think they beat me. But I think, and my siblings can attest, I think I got beat as a child. Now, did it alter my state of mind as I got over? Maybe. I don't know, man. I never really went to therapy and talked about that. But all I'm saying is there is levels to this. There's a level of whooping, and then there's a level of beating your children. And I don't think that any person should beat their kids. Am I going to whoop my kids when I have kids? Probably. But I'm never going to beat my children.
I also got beat with a belt, leather belt, named Fred, in fact.
Fred.
They named it.
Watch yourself. Your mama in here. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Did y'all ever have the belt that had like little gyms attached to it.
For sure.
And then like
Gyms.
when it broke off, sometimes it would just
God.
be it would be on the floor. You might step on it or something like that.
Oh yeah, little gyms. Yeah.
Yeah, the little
On the
gyms
belt.
attached up to the belt.
You
yeah,
got
the
beat with a
little- but this-
bedazzled belt?
Exactly.
Not you got beat with a
We got
bedazzled belt.
bedazzled belts.
God, dog.
I got hangers. Y'all got hangers
Yeah,
before?
man, we got everything.
Hangers. I did get a switch a couple of times. I mean, but I do think it is necessary. I will not say that, leaving welts on a child is okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if your kid bruises easily, then what do you do?
Yeah, true. It's facts. It's fact, bro. I got beat so bad one time, bro. They beat me out my sleep. I was asleep, and I had woke. I was asleep. I got home. I had already beat my parents to the crib, and I knew I was in trouble. But I went to go lay down. Like I had already cried myself to sleep, knowing that I was gonna get a whooping. So I went home, laid down, and woke up to just whop, whop. But here's the thing: I didn't wake up and immediately start crying because I was in delusion. I thought I was dreaming. I thought I was getting beat up, but I was dreaming. So my eyes were still closed, and I was like, "Oh no, stop." And then once I realized I was actually getting beat, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Bro,
What did you do?
Get in trouble in school. That was an everyday occurrence for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was nothing new for me.
Unfortunately, I don't know other ways, and maybe I do need to deal with the therapy. I don't know other ways to teach a kid not to do bad things.
It's to whoop them.
I mean, you could put them in punishment, but I mean, that may not work, but
Man, we dealing
It's
with these
difficult.
soft kids nowadays that all these parents want to do is, let's sit down and talk and let me hear your feelings and da 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 da. I don't want to hear none of them feelings right now, dog. You just cuss this teacher out, or you talking back in school, or you doing this, or you not listening to me. Oh, you gonna have to see me. I'm not saying I'm gonna fight you, but you definitely gonna have to see a belt at least or something.
It's
So then you do get it.
Oh, I get it, but I don't get beating your kids. I get whooping your kids.
It's just a line.
It's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I turned out pretty straight, so you do have to think about that though. Like for real, like when you're just
Straight up.
like, well, I mean, did it work?
Amen. Amen.
Okay, so we do have to go to a quick break, but we have a lot more stories to include Angel Reese coming to the dream after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Chris here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Okay, welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We were going to move on, but then we were talking about the last story in the break. So we wanted to bring everything. I'm blurry. Ooh, it's not your eyes. It's not your eyes. Jesus. That's what it looks like when I take my contacts out. I can't see nothing.
Can't see nothing.
Yes, we want to bring up the last story because we were talking about it in the break about just the impact spanking has on kids.
Yes.
And basically, I can't remember which one. One of you were saying like you have white friends who don't get spanked, never got spanked
as a kid,
and they were bad people, bad kids,
but
whatever.
very successful.
But very successful.
Yes.
So we were talking about it, and because it seems to me like you almost put a slave mentality on your kids if you beat them. And I was thinking about like my own life. I became scared straight, but even in my career, I was very scared of doing anything wrong, making mistakes, making anybody mad at me. I was very scared of that. And even like my stepdad who was giving us the spankings, we don't have like a great relationship.
Yeah.
I associate him with pain, really.
And then on the flip side of that, you have me, who's the rebellious type, which is a rebellious slave, and it doesn't want to follow rules, doesn't want to, but that you made such a great point on whooping your kids as a black, like having black kids and whooping them is like a slave and giving a slave, bruh. I never even thought of that ever once before in my life until now. It's a great thought.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, I was a teacher at one point, and I was teaching mostly white kids.
Yeah.
They never got a spanking. The things that they learned, though, through not getting spankings is that they can push boundaries.
Yeah.
They can push buttons. Yes, sometimes it could be in the bad areas, but it could also be in the good areas, too. This may be why they thrive so much, because they can push boundaries. People tell them no, they set these boundaries, these limits for you in the real world. And sometimes black people, we might be ingrained, oh, I don't want to do that because I could get in trouble.
Yep.
But to them, it's like, well, I've been doing it my whole entire life. So now, I'm going to push that boundary anyway.
Yeah.
And if I get in trouble, hey, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? You don't associate it with pain.
Right.
Man,
we might have just unlocked something. We might have just unlocked something up here today. We might have just unlocked something.
Do you spank your kids?
That is crazy, because at the same time, I think what the problem with today's kids are, they're just soft because you can't say anything either. You can't bullet, like verbally, you can't say, everybody's, oh, you can't say that. That's going to hurt my feelings. We didn't have that back in the day. You know what I mean? So I think that's why white kids or whoever's kids didn't get whooped like that could walk through life and not be as soft as it is now, because it wasn't like you were just sheltered from anything hurting you like they are now. Now it's like, oh, I can't beat you, I can't insult you, I can't do anything. And suddenly when a kid feels sad or anxious or upset, now they're like shooting up schools.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to have my feelings hurt. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
You
because
are.
This is the world and this is Earth and it is what it is. So I think back in the day, you could raise a kid without beating them, per se, and then they could just thrive. Oh, bump this, bump all y'all. I can do whatever I want. That works wonders
in this field, 1000%.
Because then you're definitely a manager.
Yeah.
The person who's afraid of making mistakes and getting in trouble, she's definitely your worker.
100%.
Because you don't care, and I need somebody who doesn't care. Boy, we
just cracked something. That's cracked.
Ooh, that's so sad. Because you gotta fight your way out of that.
But what?
You gotta fight your way out of that.
And I think I'm still in that mode of fighting my way out of that, because I still follow the rules in a sense of like career space.
Yeah.
But other spaces, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's only in certain spaces where I'm like, oh, I can't walk this, or I can't do it. But other places, that's woo. Okay.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
gonna unpack that. somebody's going to go to therapy today.
For sure.
And be like,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
So today is the day of the Georgia 14th District runoff. That is MTG's old seat, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes, it is. So that district is called the Georgia's 14th Congressional District. That's the seat that they're voting on right now. So that district includes all parts of several northeast Georgia counties, including Floyd, Bartow, Polk, and along with portions of Cobb County. So this election comes from, again, MTG resigning. And in that election, we have a Democrat, Sean Harris, and Republican Clay Fuller that are both in a runoff election. Right now, at least, before they actually went on to this runoff election, we had the Democrat actually leading the race, but again, he didn't win by a majority. That's why we're here in a runoff election. This is an important election, though, because a lot of people are looking at this like this could possibly be an example or show the world, at least America at least, what the midterm elections could possibly look like. Because Rome, this Georgia 14th, the Georgia's 14th congressional district has always been red. It's always been Republican. People that have been running have been Republican that have won. So this will be the first time a Democrat will win if he does win. And why is that? Does it actually show the people that we do not rock with Trump, even Republicans? This is interesting. This is why I said that we have to kind of pay attention to this one right here.
I'm sorry, I don't know who either one of these men are.
Well, that doesn't even matter.
My bad.
Because they're not even, like, they're not really important.
Not important?
Specifically.
Oh, okay.
But, like, what they represent is more so what people are looking at. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene was, like, the king Republican of all Republicans, of all Trump supporters. And those people voted for her.
Got you.
So the fact that the black dude is even in the running as a Democrat is like, oh, y'all gave this man a chance.
Okay.
After y'all had the king, and I'm calling her a king because she was like, the way she used to pop off for Trump.
Yeah.
Boy, that lady used to pop off for Trump. Now they hate each other. But
it could be a symbol.
It is interesting. I do think that he didn't have as lot of competition on the Democrat side as the Republican field did. So there is also a chance that the other guy, Clay, I think he said his name is, just sweeps it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the black dude is making some headway. So.
Making some headway. We're gonna have to see. Clay Fuller, he did get endorsed by Donald Trump, by the way, also. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, that is such a state of America right now. The two pictures of side by side was like, yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, some teens in Metro Atlanta just died in a car crash.
Yeah, so according to Florida authorities, there were 4 teens that were traveling in Franklin County during spring break when a vehicle left the state road and crashed into a tree. The impact was followed by a fire, turning the crash into a mass casualty scene involving 4 occupants. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure. I wrote down exactly how old the kids were, and it was kind of crazy because it's like, why are they traveling to, Florida? Let me see. Okay, so the victims who died were identified by age, gender, and hometown only, so they didn't release the name. It was an 18-year-old boy from Alpharetta, a 17-year-old girl from Cumming, Georgia, and a 16-year-old girl from Cumming, Georgia, and a 17-year-old girl from Alpharetta. Another 17-year-old girl was airlifted to Tallahassee Memorial Hospital with critical injuries. So why were they traveling to spring break at the age of 16, 17, 18? They're in high school, y'all.
Well,
this is crazy.
You gave all the description that I needed. Alpharetta, Cumming, and Alpharetta. Those were not our kids. I can tell you that.
Yeah, the type of people who would be allowed.
Those are the type of they would be allowed to go down to Florida and travel and drive, and that's. I mean, it's sad. It's sad regardless. But I mean, I know one of the questions that you asked earlier was like, why are we letting our high school teens drive down to Florida? Hey, dog, I was riding with my homies at Jonesboro, going to Valdosta, Savannah, all kinds of places when I was in high school driving. Nowhere I shouldn't be going with these folks, but we was going. So it's not uncommon. You know what I mean?
So you would travel for spring break, because that's what they're saying they were at least on in high school?
Yes.
Oh, we definitely would.
Yeah, what?
I was doing like family drive. There's no way
Family?
my mom would have let
I was going with the homies.
Drive down to Florida.
Going with the homies.
Crazy.
My senior year, I went with some homies to Florida.
To where?
Destin. Destin's really nice.
Imagine, because now I'm just imagining, like, because I went somewhere. I think I went to PCB, Panama City Beach, in college. Imagine you up there with some high schoolers.
It gets a little weird.
In the high school, you don't know, and
I went to Panama City in college, and it was around high schoolers, and I was like, "Am I tripping?
This is literally like jailbait.
Am I tripping
all
right
around
now?
me right now?
Am I tripping?" I was a freshman, so I was freshly 18. So I mean, I wasn't like it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but still, kind of.
That's what they say when they.
All right.
Are in court talking to the judge.
All right. That's a little much.
So they don't know exactly what caused the crash yet. They haven't released that info. But I just wanted to highlight this because it is spring break for Atlanta, people in Georgia in general. Just be careful while you're riding out there, kids. I understand it's fun to drink and drive. Not saying that that's what they were doing. But it's spring break. You're going to have fun. You want to drink. Please, please, please do not drink and drive. That's all I'm asking.
Meanwhile, in Florida, there was an Atlanta icon who got shot.
Yeah. Offset got shot. And they're saying Lil TJ had something to do with it. So according to authorities, the incident happened at the valet area of the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Police say they received reports of a shooting and arrived to find one person injured. And the victim, who has not been officially identified by law enforcement yet, at least by the time I put this in there, suffered injuries that were described as non-life threatening. However, Offset spokesperson later confirmed that, he was the person that was shot, and he is in a stable condition at a hospital right now where he is being closely monitored. The exact nature of his injuries has not been released yet, and investigators say 2 individuals were detained at the scene shortly after the shooting. At this point, it is unclear what led up to the incident, and police have not said whether the shooting was targeted or the result of an altercation. But before we started the show, I looked it up on TMZ, and they're saying Lil TJ has something to do with it. Lil TJ got himself jammed up with Offset in the shooting. Apparently, TJ was arrested on Monday evening in Florida and later booked into the Broward County Jail for misdemeanor disorderly conduct. They basically was saying that he got into some sort of fight prior to Offset getting shot. He got into a fight with Offset. This is big because, the Migos, Atlanta's trio, we already lost one of them. We can't lose another one.
I think we'd be all right. But listen.
What?
All I'm I think we'll be okay. But allegedly he got shot in the butt. That's what, allegedly he got shot in the butt. Yeah, it won't nothing crazy. Yeah.
Y'all should have led with that.
Yeah, exactly. He got shot. Allegedly he got shot in the butt. So there's nothing like.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know how mad I would be if you shot me in my.
The story is that Lil TJ and Offset got to scuffling. Offset got the best of Lil TJ. Offset was walking away. Lil TJ shot him when he was walking away. That's allegedly the story from somebody that is close with all them, and that's what he posted online today. So that's the story. That's allegedly the story. We don't know if that story is fully true or not, but the source that it came from was a very reliable source.
That is so oily. You lost the fight, so you gonna shoot somebody when they walking away in the butt.
It's crazy.
Well, they say that Offset has a little, gambling problem.
Oh,
that's
no,
what
little.
People say. That's what people say, at least.
You say a little?
Yeah,
it's a big.
I'm saying allegedly. There's also people that say that Offset owed Lil TJ some money.
10,000.
10,000.
Oh, so you know the scoop.
I know the whole thing. Yeah, he keeps saying allegedly. I know all this. Yeah.
We have to say allegedly.
But some of this is not alleged.
Lil TJ did say out of his own mouth that he gave Offset some money.
Exactly. That's not alleged at all.
He's alleging that though. I can't prove that.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is, Offset does have a gambling addiction. That's been proven.
How has that been? Because that's a heck of a claim to make.
Everybody in Offset's camp, and Offset has said it himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's crazy. But we already lost Takeoff, bro. We can't lose another. We can't lose another.
They're not even together as it is. It's not even like we're losing them because they making music. They separated. Quavo don't like Offset. Offset don't like Quavo. That's what it is. And it is what it is. So if we lost, it's not like we losing them as a group. We losing them as an individual. You dig what I'm saying?
You got a point because Quavo actually posted.
I'm just saying.
So after the news, Quavo, he made a post on his Instagram story. Guess what he did?
What?
He just put the prayer hands up. No words, nothing. Just prayer hands.
Bruh, they don't like each other. They're real family too, and they don't like each other. All three of them real family. Quavo is Offset. Quavo is Takeoff's uncle, and all three of them cousins.
Crazy.
Oh,
yeah, man.
They got a lot.
Just be safe, man. We can't have. Gucci Mane getting robbed. Everybody seeing like y'all really disrespecting Atlanta's rappers right now.
It is what it is.
When you're in a certain lifestyle, I guess you just you get what you get from that lifestyle.
Play them games, bro.
Speaking of other high-profile people, though, Angel Reese apparently is going to the Atlanta Dream. People,
hold it.
We don't like that.
It's not that we don't like it, but just hold the horn.
Oh,
why? Why are you holding the horn?
Hold the horn. Go ahead, man.
So, so the Chicago Sky were struggling as a team the past 2 seasons that, Angel Reese got drafted to the team. She was actually leading, I think, in the first 2 seasons, the league in rebounds per game. She had 13 rebounds per game across 64 career games, but she had allegedly expressed some disinterest in her team, in the Chicago Sky's team, because they was not making it to the playoffs. She was upset with them. So they missed the playoffs in both seasons that she was on the roster. And even after the coaching change, because they had a coaching change in 2025, the team's record declined even further. That frustration started to become public. And in September 2025, Reese openly questioned the team's direction. Now that brings us to now. On Monday, the Chicago Sky officially traded Angel Reese to the Atlanta Dream. And in return, Chicago will receive a 2027 first round pick, a 2028 first round pick, and the teams will swap second round picks in 2028. And the move signals a shift in a direction for Chicago, like focusing on rebuilding through future draft assets. If you ask me, Chicago won that trade.
Oh yeah, 100%. And here's the issue that I have with this whole thing is that Angel Reese was a franchise player for Chicago. She came over to Chicago fresh out of college. She was their franchise player. So being a franchise player, you make the team around you. Okay, so when you are dissatisfied that y'all aren't going to the playoffs, you need to have an internal look at yourself and go, all right, why aren't we going to the playoffs? Because this team is centered around me. Look at LeBron James. LeBron James went to the Cavs. LeBron James went to the Heat. LeBron James went to LA. He done been traded multiple places, but LeBron James has always been, that team is around LeBron. If we not winning, it's because LeBron not doing what LeBron's supposed to do. You dig what I'm saying? So Angel Reese, if you were a franchise player, you should have been taking your team to the finals. That's your responsibility, being the face of Chicago Sky. Now, I'm not gonna say Angel Reese is a terrible athlete. She's really good, but is she great? I'm not gonna say she's great, but her coming over here to Atlanta, major move. We got Brittany Griner. Now we have Angel Reese. Right. Hopefully we can get Paige Becker. That'll be lit. You know what I'm saying? That'll be we can make something shake at Atlanta Dream. But my whole thing is Angel Reese, if you are really a franchise player like you are, you would have created that franchise around you, just like Caitlin Clark did with Indiana.
Well, do you think that she is just kind of pulling a LeBron and going, because he did bounce teams?
1,000%. I think she is. But LeBron was at the Cavaliers for a few years before he finally was like, all right, I can't do nothing here.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta leave. Angel Reese was there for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And LeBron brought them to the finals before he left.
Yes.
So he
came back and brought him a ring.
Right. So LeBron, as a franchise player, you can't just give up on people. So,
No.
So like I said, I feel like we kind of lost this trade in a sense. We just gave up 2 first-round picks in 2027 and 2028. Who knows what the talent that we could actually attain from that?
You don't. We
I
don't. No, nobody knows.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I want for anything.
Nobody knows the talent that we can gain. No offense to the women basketball, but I'm just saying we just ain't watching like that.
That was
I'm just
me.
saying, no offense.
So, but that at the same time, that's what I was thinking, because I don't know really anything about these people, but at the same time, I do know about Angel Reese and Brittany Griner for that matter. Do you think this is just a publicity move to get people to come to the games? Because people...
Yes.
Her tickets are sold. The tickets are already selling out now in Atlanta Dream games.
Right, so how did they lose?
Well, no, it's money for sure.
Yeah.
But is it going to bring the team a W? Is it going to bring because the Atlanta Dream has never won a WNBA Finals ever.
No.
So it's like, yeah, we get money, but do we get a ring? That's what really matters.
That's what matters. That's what Atlanta wants. Yes, it does.
Well, to the people who own the team.
Oh yeah, the
For
money.
sure.
Yeah, but it also matters to the city. You want to appeal to the city. Yeah, I mean, if you ain't got the city backing you, people ain't gonna come to the games.
I think she's backed by the city.
Okay.
Though.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Angel
she's known.
She's and Brittany Griner. So between the two of them,
they heavy. It's
just like business wise,
100%.
whether they're losing or not, like you'd want to.
Yeah, the floor tickets went from like $20 to $70, I think.
Huh.
Dang. I didn't know they were that cheap.
They're not that cheap. I was just joking.
I was about to say. I was about to say.
You on the news, you can't just be saying.
I was just joking.
Oh man. Okay. So I don't know what this question means, but are you paying $100 for rent?
Are you? Would you pay it?
Would I pay? Where is that?
I'm about to tell you right now.
Oh, you're saying would I stay somewhere that's charging $100 for rent? No.
All right, the Beltline. The same place known for luxury apartments, rooftop bars, rising property values is now becoming ground zero for affordable housing.
I'm gonna say I'll move there right now on the Beltline if y'all got some of
And the city is moving faster than expected. Atlanta set a goal to create 5,600 affordable housing units along the Beltline by 2030. Didn't we already talk about this a little bit?
No, we talked about homeless shelter.
Homeless
I saw
shelter.
this story.
Yeah.
I saw this story actually.
Yeah.
That's actually what I thought you were talking
No,
about.
This
so
is different.
they're already about 80% of the way there, and officials say they're probably going to beat that number. Take a spot like the Madison Reynoldstown, 116 units, all set aside for low to moderate income residents. And the rent isn't one size fits all. It's based on what you make. Some people are paying over $1,000 a month, but others, depending on their situation, are paying less than $100 just to get back on their feet. Boy, I am broke.
You know what I was
I'm
thinking?
broke. Come on.
Look, the Beltline is such a cool area. I'm like, man, you have an affordable housing unit and a
homeless
shelter
shelter
plan for this area. You trying to ruin the city?
Yeah, hey, bruh.
What y'all trying to do over there?
Nah, yeah, well, I have not done that. Hold on, I got to tell y'all this
Okay,
part.
sorry.
Now, here's the part that really shows how wild the market is. A family of 4 making around $91,000 a year can still qualify as low income in Atlanta.
A family of 4 making how much?
$91,000 a year still can qualify as low income in Atlanta. That's why the city is pushing this so hard. These projects are funded through a mix of taxpayer money, private partnerships, and developer deals, all to make sure people don't get pushed out the city as the city keeps growing. But even with all the progress, the demand is still way higher than supply. Hundreds more units are on the way, but officials are saying straight up it isn't enough yet. So question is, would you pay $100 for rent to live on the Beltline or buy the Beltline?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
I mean, that's if they offered it. I think
Flat out.
the question more so to me at least is like, why is all the housing either too expensive or affordable
really
housing?
cheap? Yeah.
Really cheap.
Yeah.
And it's like where the people who kind of just fall in the middle, like I don't need affordable housing. That's, for a different kind of bracket of people who probably do genuinely need it.
1,000%.
But I also don't have $4,000, $5,000 that some of these places want to charge either. So where's the housing for the people in the middle?
Yeah.
East Point. You got to go to College Park. You got to go to.
But that's on the south side, and you know what I mean. Folks ain't really. If you really want to live that city life, you're really not trying to go I mean, East Point is in the city in a sense, but I don't
It's
know.
like it's like off.
Yeah,
of the
it's like
city.
it's like off the city.
You're not like in the city. The Beltline is in
the
city.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is amazing because I saw some people reporting on it. They had like interviews from people that was like, oh, that's not fair. You know, everybody should. Well, when they were saying everybody, it seemed like they were saying like people that are higher in class should be living on the Beltline. But you know, I think this is amazing to have somebody living on the Beltline, and you're only paying $100. Now, the people that come with it though. I hope they're vetted.
They need
That's
to
all I'm
vet the
saying.
people. That's it. They
But
need
wait,
to.
hold up.
Not by color though. There we go.
I didn't mean that either.
No. I was about to ask Million. What do you mean by that? Because you know how you always try. What do you mean by they need to vet
by
them?
color? Not by
Okay.
color. Should not be vetting by color. What I would say is you look at what I always think when I talk about affordable housing and all types of things like that. I need to see a plan.
True.
Yeah.
I need to see a plan. You can't just be like, yeah, I just need to, use this area to sit and sleep in and shower in, and I'm gonna just keep my same old job at McDonald's. No, I need to see a structured plan, a 6-month plan of what you think you're going to be doing in 6 months to a year.
It's not what I mean because it's none of your business.
Yeah, flat out.
But it is though because if taxpayer dollars is going into this, I need to see that you have some sort of plan that you're not just gonna sit here and mooch for the rest of your life, especially on the Beltline. Imagine just being able to chill on the Beltline for $100, and I'm helping you pay for your rent, and you just eating good.
It's a good point.
You chilling on it because man, you just going out taking walks with your dog.
Yeah, I feel you.
What I meant by vet is more so like, let me see how you've treated the past places you've lived, because I feel like you always see Section 8 housing and affordable housing and all that kind of stuff. People just treat that stuff any old kind of way. And I know people who've had Section 8 housing and had people come in and try to do something good by people, and they had left their house destroyed. Multiple different instances, multiple different families. Not that they all do it, but I would, want to make sure that. But I do think it's really cool that they are putting it there, because for the families who do need Section 8 or do need affordable housing, why do you always have to live in the hood?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because what if I want to live like an upstanding citizen? I just don't have it right now.
Exactly.
I think that's dope for them, as long as you don't plan to bring that kind of activity
Energy over
in.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And for people that have an issue with it, get broker.
Sometimes they incentivize people to be broke.
Get broker.
I will say,
I'll
it's a very weird thing they do in this country.
I'm telling people like that. Don't be mad at me because I ain't got no money.
That's why I say they should have at least a year. Like that's tops that you can stay in affordable housing for me at least without a plan.
A year,
Like 3.
God
But
dang.
I'm saying I need to see. I need to see.
5.
I need to see some sort of preparation to what you're doing in the future. What are you trying to achieve? What are your goals? What are we talking about?
That
here?
ain't none of your business what I'm trying to achieve or what my goals are, brother.
If it's your money involved, it is your business.
I can't be you. Mind yours.
Well, mind your wallet too.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we have to leave that there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Oh, I mean, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready, the legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.